Well, hello there, and welcome back to the wonderful worlds of Hermitcraft. We're using the secret magical mountain transportation system to get back to my base, where in today's episode, we are finally together going to finish the landscape, which I have been saying we are done every episode, but somehow I just keep getting inspired to add more and more. But I really think today's episode is truly the cherry on top of the landscape because, well, how do I phrase this? We're gonna burn down the trees and it's gonna be amazing. And I've got so many plans on how to do this. The idea is that lightning hit one of the giant redwoods and it is engulfed in flames. So this is gonna be a big glass episode. I know glass episodes are some of your guys' favorite episodes, but I also got many other plans. Like we need to create a proper entrance to my base right here. And the idea is that the pathway is gonna go right through a trunk of a redwood, very similar to the great redwoods in California, where there at least used to be a road that went right through a redwood tree, and I want to recreate that here at the base. So when you're on your horse, you're walking into the base, you cross over into my area via a trunk of a tree, and I think it's going to be absolutely incredible and super fun. So yeah, this landscape is going to be completed with a blaze of glory. Before we do that, I've been warned by the permit office that my shop is in violation of stocking rules. What is going on with my death scar? What is this, like braces around the mouth? Oh, what the heck? Oh my God, its mouth just opened in front of our very eyes. Oh, that was terrifying. That was the Bobby mod updating, but straight up looked like the mouth was opening, trying to engulf us. Oh my gosh. It really does look like braces, like exterior braces over the mouth of the emoji, which of course is over the death scar. That gave me the biggest jump. I guess what's going on is Jev is taking down the prank with this hideous scaffolding. But we are here for a purpose, and that is to find the violation that we have been served with by the permit office, because apparently we have not stocked our sand shop in enough time. We've gotten a pink slip. We got a pink slip. The Popo got the pink slip. How is this possible? Stock, please, by 8-2. It's 8-8 today. So we are way past our warning. I am a little bit concerned by that. So let's see how much we do need to stock the shop. Okay, we are completely out. I'm also completely out of sand. I have been smelting down all my sand in preparation for today's build. And as you can see, I've got a lot of sand here smelted to glass and a whole lot more in the smelters. So that's gonna be a problem restocking my shop. Welp, we're gonna have to go back to the desert here. So while I'm harvesting sand, enjoy today's commercial break. Today's video sponsor, Ridge. Ridge wallets are built from premium materials and are compact and slim enough to fit in nearly any pocket. They hold up to 12 cards, plus cash. Ridge wallets feature RFID blocking materials to keep your personal information safe and secure. Quality materials and rugged construction are at the heart of every Ridge wallet. I love my burnt titanium wallet, and they also come with accessories like this burnt titanium key holder to keep that jingle jangle out of your pocket, along with this coin tray to keep my most precious coins safe and secure. You thought that was it? Well, Ridge is just getting started with their summer sweepstakes, where the winner can get a Hennessy Velociraptor gold-plated Cybertruck or $100,000 cash now through September 13th. The best part? You can enter for free. There are a ton of ways to enter, and you can enter for free on Ridge's website. Every dollar that you spend on Ridge's website is one entry. Buy a Cyber wallet or a Hennessy special product, get 4 times the entry using my link. So what are you waiting for? Go to ridge.com/scar or click the link below and cast off your bulky wallet for one of Ridge's sleek, compact wallets and enter the great Ridge Summer Sweepstakes. I am the king of Sand Mountain. This literally was an entire mountain that is now contained in all these shulker boxes. I'm mildly terrified that this is going to change in front of my very eyes. Okay, maybe not. Oh, yes, it did. It did. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I love the Bobby mod, not only for its ability to show extreme render distances, but have things pop in front of your eyes like that. Oh yeah, that's terrifying. Anyway, time to restock our shop here. And we have a whole lot of shulker boxes of sand. I think it's important with a shop like this to have both shulker boxes full of sand and individual stacks that you can get, because you never know when you just need 4 or 5 stacks and that's all you need. So I think we're serving our customers quite well here. Fully restocked, and we can take this down. Job well done. Speaking of a job well done, look what Skiz and I did in our last episode. We cleared out all the pop-up shops in the shopping district, and now it is looking better than ever. We expanded this area for more people to build out shops. Grian's going crazy with his Prismarine shop. Gem tore down her pop-up shop and built the cutest boat of all time. Like, look at it. It's so adorable. And of course, Zed finished his hot rod shop. The Popo is on your side. Hold the presses. I completely forgot to tell you. I'm so excited about this. We've been working on it for a very long time. Hermitcraft is going to put on a panel at this year's TwitchCon in San Diego in September, and it is going to be absolutely incredible. You can see the lineup of hermits that's going to be on the panel, and there's going to be a whole lot more announced very soon of other activities that we're going to be doing. But for now, get super excited about the panel, and if you cannot make it to San Diego, this will be live streamed also, but we really hope to meet you in person in September. Time to start working on our landscape. So I spent quite a bit of time here organizing all of my resources, which were an absolute mess. It was the worst shulker monster in a very long time, but we've got it all nicely organized now. Look at all of our moss, our mud, our grass, our dirt, and oak leaves, all assembled like Avengers, ready to complete this landscape, which I'm very excited about. So our first task, of course, is to build out the giant redwood tree that our road is going to pass through, and of course, clean up the landscape. Then we continue to smelt down more and more glass for our burning tree. So hit super fast build mode. End of super fast build mode, and we have got our tunnel entrance here looking super fancy, and I'm very excited about it. Look at it. Look at it. So I did decide to make it into a dead tree, which I think looks a little bit better than just having another giant tree in the area. So I think it has a little extra character to it, and we can cross right into the trunk here. We've got some lights there, and then this little path looks absolutely beautiful with our trees overhanging the lagoon, and this path will take you all the way along here up and into the train via the natural arch bridge here. And I'm going to make this a little easier to traverse, but look at the view. Look at how great this looks when you cross over Natural Arch Bridge. And of course, you've got the train. And then when you cross back, you have all these beautiful trees to keep your visual interest. Now, speaking of trees, as you can see, I made some stumps. That's right. I made some stumps of some old redwoods. But as I was building this one, I realized maybe this one should be an actual living tree. So I might actually continue to build this one up and turn it into a tree. But I do like these two trunks of old trees that either got cut down or fell over, and just makes a little bit natural forest. I really like these trees. I think they have a lot of character. They really feel like they're kind of part of the swamp or the river here. And I think they look really, really nice. Now, what we need to start focusing on after we've cleared this hurdle of our projects today is, of course, building up the trees trees in the background. I feel like the trees in the background don't have enough depth. I think there should be some trees that are a little bigger. There should be some trees that are a little smaller, and they should go a little further back into this area to create more depth of the forest. So I think that'll look really cool once we get to that. And of course, we'll get to it. I'm still smelting down glass for our fire tree. I got to admit, this is really, really fun to fly through and into the base. Now, there is something I realized that is missing here, and that is, I feel like a sign, some way of distinguishing that this pathway through this redwood tree brings you to the big redwood train station or something along those lines. We should build a train station now. I decided we're doing it. And there should be a sign distinguishing that there is a train station if you follow this path. And I think that will fit in very nicely. So our next task here is to start working on these trees I mentioned a moment ago to create a bit more depth to our backdrop. Boy, oh boy, how have I done this to myself again? We are 3 days in and our trees don't even have leaves on them, and they look like hairless cats, hairless tree cats. But we will get these leaves on very soon. These trees are incredibly resource intensive and time consuming, but I do think it is worth it because what we're trying to do is create a little bit of forced perspective in the forest by creating these trees a little bit further back, a little bit smaller, and then that creates more depth in our forest. And there's lots of little sparse areas that still need landscaping. We're going to get to those areas, but we need to leafify these trees so we can finally torch the big one that's going to go behind the portal. Trees, trees, trees galore. Look at our beautiful trees. I am so excited. I know we've been doing a lot of heavy tree work, but this is how we build our foundation of our base with our landscape. And I think adding all of these extra trees really did help with the depth that I was trying to achieve with our forest. I think this looks absolutely fantastic now that we have all of our trees with our leaves. We got additional trees over by Magical Mountain, and this all just makes me super, super happy to see it finally coming to fruition here. And when you look down this stretch of the river, it looks so good with all the different landscaping and trees we've added to this area. Now, speaking of trees, it is now time to focus on the fire tree. So let's get cooking here because we want to build out the trunk and the burnt leaves first. So then we can take this burnt up crispy tree and start adding all the flames around it. I did make a change to the burnt tree, and that was I decided not to put actual green leaves at the bottom of the tree. I originally wanted it to look like it was just catching on fire, but I think it actually looks better with just the burnt leaves, which is the mangrove roots all the way up the tower of the tree here. So originally I had an idea of having green leaves down here. So in the comments, do you think I should still do that or leave it how it is with burnt leaves all the way down from the top? Oh, we are going to need a lot of dye for this build. How you doing up there, Frank? Been a long time since we talked. I still promise you I will give you the cauldron of lava so you're not so cold. We got the flame dyes. Now we need the smoke dyes. The amount of glass that we have is kind of ridiculous. I'm actually really not sure how much we are going to need. I probably overdid it a little bit. All this dyeing is really boring. I wonder if there is a more fun way to catch that tree on fire. Have any ideas? Because I think I just might have an idea. Because who wants to spend days upon days placing panes, which is a pain, when we have the power of flames in our hand via a Hawkeye bow? That's right. With a swift launch of our arrow with the flame enchantment, we will engulf this tree in a fiery blaze of glory. And look at that. Wow. Oh my gosh, that looks absolutely insane. No, I did actually lie. I did spend days upon days painstakingly placing these panes, which of course are a pain, but it was very fun to paint all of these together into an absolute beautiful flaming sculpture. Yeah, it's like 2 in the morning. I'm kind of loopy right now. I'm very tired, but I think it was worth it. This very well might be the best glasswork we've ever done together in Minecraft. One of the best parts about our flaming tree here is it was designed in 360, which means that it is designed to look good from every angle. So I painstakingly designed every corner of this to look unique and different and look nice from every position on the server. And yeah, I have been working on this for a very long time, so I am so glad to finally have it done, and I have my fingers crossed that you guys like it too. Man, that looks awesome. Now, there is something I didn't do here, and that was actually build a cloud up in the sky with a lightning bolt going right into the tree. Now, we could still do that. You'll have to let me know in the comments. Should we do that? If so, just type lightning bolt in the comments, and if I see enough lightning bolts, well, we'll think about it. We'll think about it. The idea of this tree actually came while I was on my off-road wheelchair, and it's quite smoky where I live right now because of this exact thing where a tree was struck by lightning and there's a bit of a fire going on. So I thought, you know what? Let's bring the real life into Minecraft here and make it in an own unique way into the story of this area. And yeah, it's silly, it's fun, kind of unexpected to be quite honest, and that's what I love, to do something a little goofy, a little silly, and hopefully inspire you guys with glass. There is so many fun things that you could do with Minecraft glass, and this is just scratching the surface on the things that we've already done, like our electricity and more. But do you guys want to see what this looks like at night? Nighttime is upon us, so that means the reveal of the tree at night. Oh, look at how cool this looks at night. Oh my gosh, it's just a blaze of fiery glory here. And I love how it gets a little darker up at the top, so it really makes it look like a blood red at the very top. And then of course, very bright at the epicenter of the flames. And yeah, as you could tell, I've had a lot of fun with this, and this is what always keeps me interested, keeps me motivated in Minecraft, is to do silly and fun things. And we actually built flame trees back in season 9, and I always promised we would come back and do it bigger and better. And I think we definitely did it here. Like I said, every angle of this tree is unique and different, and that's what I absolutely love about it. And I know today's episode was a little shorter, so hopefully you can forgive me, but the builds that we did were incredibly big. From our entrance here, from the giant redwood stump that we enter our beautiful base through, to all the additional trees, and of course the flaming tree. This took over a week to build, and I hope you understand why the episode is just a little bit shorter. And if you did enjoy the episode and of course the builds, hit the like button. That would be much appreciated. And until next time, this has been Good Times with Scar. I always really push you guys taking the time to watch the videos, and if you believe videos earned a rating, that would be much appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you later, and don't subscribe because you may just become scarred for life.